What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now before I get started, I want to shout out to Jacob R24 for giving me this sick thumbnail to make my video off of. And he was also there when I got this weapon. Fellow DoD Disciples of Doom member, and he's a fellow YouTube content creator. So if you want to check it out, give him a shout out, support his channel. I will have a link in the description below. But let's get, all that out of the way and let's talk about the apartment. And here she is. The apartment is the named MPX with perfectly measured. There are two different named MPX variants. You have the apartment, which is this weapon, and then you have the safety distance. Difference being is the apartment comes with perfectly measured and safety distance comes with perfect outsider. Two completely different talents and two completely different playstyles. The apartment is meant for burst damage up front and then sustainable damage on the back end. So to explain that more clearly, let's talk about the talent. So perfectly measured. The top half of your magazine has a plus 20% rate of fire, but you lose 27% of your weapon damage. However, the bottom half of the magazine lowers that rate of fire down and then gives you 33% total weapon damage. So up front, half of your magazine is going to shoot out really quick, giving you that really nice burst damage. And then once you hear your magazine start to slow down, you will see your damage dramatically increase, giving you that 33% buff. Really fun to use. And let's look at the one I have. So this one right here is at 137.5k total damage. That's with 15% SMG damage, 19% crit chance, and then I have mag size. So magazine size for me actually helps out this weapon. With having a bigger magazine size, that means I have more bullets that have that increased rate of fire, and I have more bullets for that lowered rate of fire but upped weapon damage. Basically is making this talent work even better. So, going to the attachments, I'm running crit damage and crit chance throughout the whole thing, and a plus 20 round extended mag at the bottom. Right now I'm at 55 rounds per magazine. However, if I put on this build right here, now I'm at 70 rounds per magazine. So a lot of you running the Lady Death might come up and try to square up against me, but by the time you have to reload, I'm still shooting you. So much so that you could go through 2 magazines of the Lady Death and I would still have bullets in my magazine. So you can see where when in a firefight or when you're ADSing the enemy, you can really get all that damage downrange at once. By the time they're reloading, they're dead. It's really that simple. Now, the little blurb or quote that comes with all of these named items within the game, it simply says, "We're saving up for our dream house." And it's kind of funny because this is the Division 2 version of the house, which was a SMG exotic in the first Division game. So that it's kind of funny how they keep throwing up these little hints at, laughing at themselves from the house to the apartment. Next thing you know, we're just going to get the room or the studio or something like that. But yeah, we'll see. Now, how to get the apartment? Pretty simple. This is a PvP exclusive item, meaning for normal gameplay, you can only get this in the Dark Zone or in Conflict. In the Dark Zone, you can get it in one of two ways. You can either grind the dark zone for targeted loot. Hopefully that targeted loot is SMGs and you can get it that way. Or, I think I saved up quite a few. Or you can open up a conflict cache or a dark zone proficiency cache. Both of these types of caches give you the opportunity of receiving the apartment. It's not a good chance. It's probably, you know, a 1% chance, what have you. But there is a chance of getting it out of these two types of caches. Now, the special part is during seasons. Not a lot of people know this, so you might want to open up your ears. During the season, let me see if I can find one for you. You will get, it is called a it's called a named item cache. I'm trying to find it real quick. Legacy, no, there it is. So at level 35, if you look at the bottom right of your screen, you can see that you can get, it is called a named item cache. What we have learned is that that is the only non-PvP way of getting a PvP exclusive named item. So Emperor's Guard knee pads, Hollow Man mask, death grips, the apartment, the rail splitter, the orbit, all of these named items you can get within these named item caches because it is technically a named item, and for some reason these caches oversee, you know, it doesn't care if it's PvP or PvE. If it's a named item, there's a chance of getting it in this cache. So just keep a lookout for that. So you can get it this way, or you can play Conflict and get a Conflict cache, or play the Dark Zone and get a Dark Zone cache. So what I'm going to do is I'll open these up. Maybe I'll get a named item because these caches will only drop PvP exclusive named items. So maybe that'll help, you know, defend my case, but we'll see right now. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys prefer the house or the safety distance, or if you're just stuck with the Lady Death. Oh, here we go. Boom. There's the rock and roll shotgun. That's a PvP exclusive named item. Get those in conflict caches quite a bit. See if we can get any other ones. Here's the Grudge. That one you, I believe you get it first time when you beat Keener. That's not bad. 2 named items off rip. That's pretty good. Let's see. 2 more conflict caches. Alright, so that was it for the conflict caches. Now I've got a few Dark Zone caches. And let's go ahead and get rid of this one. I just got, that's both of those named items. Alright, come on. Big money, big money. That'd be really cool if I got another apartment. Probably not. But you guys get the gist of this. So you can play Conflict, get Conflict caches, get it that way, or you can go into the DZ. You can try to grind for it, or you can keep all of your Dark Zone caches and do it that way. Either way, this is the apartment. It is your named MPX with perfectly measured. I'll shoot it a few times at the range, and then I'll let you guys go. So let's do that real quick. Hope you guys are enjoying TU11. I am myself. I've got a few more builds in the queue that I'm going to show you guys here shortly. But for right now, after getting this apartment, I kind of moved this one up to priority because it's actually a lot of fun to use. So let's see if we can hear the difference from the weapon itself, and we can see the numbers difference as well. So we're just going to do chest, nothing too crazy. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so right off the bat, you can see that the bottom half of my magazine was giving me 600k hits. And then the top half, you can see about 440k. So that's with the upped, and then you can see 657, 657. So it goes up quite a bit. That 33% at the bottom of your magazine really does help you out. Now let's look at headshots. About 530. Okay, not bad. And then it goes up, yeah, see, 787. That's pretty crazy. So bottom round of the magazine for the apartment, you get 787 headshots. Not bad. And then for the chest piece, and for the chest, you're hitting around 657. Pretty cool. I love this weapon. I was a huge fan of the rail splitter when it first came out, and I was actually one of the first people to pipe up and say they were bummed out when they changed it. But now that I have the apartment, this is going to be my new go-to. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the apartment and how to get it. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section below how you think. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and ring that notification bell. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.